playing red light, green light. You are allowed to move forward when it shouts out green light. Stop when it shouts red light.
So the Squid Game hit the internet by storm, and there's been a lot of hype around the show, which I did not understand at first, because when I first heard about the Squid Game, I thought it was a show about squids playing video games. But after watching the show, I could see why there's so much hype around the movie. You guys just love watching broke people die. By now I believe pretty much everyone has watched the Squid Game. But if you haven't watched the show, well, you have broke people.
Every person standing here in this room is living on the brink of financial ruin. You all have debts that you can't pay off.
And this guy who has a lot of money. Broke people have an option. Play kids games for a chance to become rich, which any smart person would do. I know I would. I would have jumped at the opportunity and passed out the moment I saw the first person get shot. But to no one's surprise, the broke people jump at the opportunity and the rich people sit back for the entertainment. So the premise of the games is this: the first time you break any rule during the game, you get eliminated. Like literally. But the good part is, you can actually vote to leave the game if you have any value for human life, which most of them did for like 3 hours, and then they came back to die basically. Like you have to have a life as miserable as mine to literally play the Squid Game. I know I would jump at the opportunity every time and die every time. But this time, we're switching things up a little bit. We're having rich YouTubers play the Squid Game, and me and my fellow broke VIPs get to watch them play. So I went on Twitter and did a poll and asked you guys to give me the names of your favorite YouTubers. And I got a few names from absolutely nobody. So I randomly selected some of the biggest YouTubers over the past few years and sent every one of them a Squid Game invite. Everyone ignored my offer, except Mr. Beast. He responded and said, "Come clean the sea, you idiot," and KSI, and he says, "Allow it, man." I guess that means no in French. So since we got rejected by every one of them, we're left with only one option. We'll be creating a video game with each YouTuber created from scratch and made to participate in the red light, green light game. A game where you run to the finish line but must stop every time you hear the word red light, or else. The first thing I did was open a new Unity project, and at this point I had to think of a name. You see, naming a project in game development can be as easy as discovering the laws of gravity, or as difficult as immaculately pronouncing the transformation of Optimus Prime.
Optimum Prime.
But being the genius that I am, I had to go the more difficult routes, and so I came up with a name even a rocket scientist would have a hard time creating: YouTube Game.
Oh, let's go! That's class!
Now all we have to do is make the game. So I designed a prototype of the green light, red light arena. You know, the walls, the huts, the guards, the doll, and the tree. Next, we need to know when we're in a green light, red light state. So I used a programming technique called state patterns. So when it's red light, we see a red flash. And when it's the green light, we see a green flash.
Green light. Green light.
At this point, it would definitely be nice to have some animations. So here's Mixamo, the best website for free animations. And so I downloaded some animations for when the player is running, jogging, sneaking, or idle. And after some extremely difficult programming, we have some animations working.
Green light. Red light.
Oh god. At this point, it would be nice to switch between characters. So I set a character selection system and also added tooltips over each character to show their names and what actions you would take by clicking them. The next thing we need now is the YouTubers. Since they all refuse to participate, I decided to politely force them to take part by creating 9 YouTubers and 1 random person from my comment section. The first YouTuber I'll be creating is KSI, or better yet, Bald KSI. I must admit though, I was a bit nervous to do this because my last attempt at creating KSI didn't go as planned. So we draw his head. Nice. And to turn this bad boy from 2D to 3D, we'll be using Blender. And by using the reference image, they're all gonna have the same body type. A round head and a nice looking body. Look, I don't know about you guys, but this is what everybody looks like to me. And the first character I added is KSI, the current YouTube boxing champion and the best boxer on YouTube, besides me, of course. Ooh, bet you didn't see that coming. Let's go, KSI. Fight back, KSI. Let's go. Then we have Logan Paul, the second best boxer on YouTube, okay? Yeah. Pewdiepie, Michael Reeves, Jabrils, Swoozy, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Ninja, Marquise, Mr. Beast, Danny. Oh, no. Wait a second. Is it just me? Or does Danny look kinda thick? But this time, I'm going to be using a tool called Character Creator, and he does a very good job at creating lookalikes. So here's KSI, and KSI is naked, so we need some clothes. Dear Mixamo, it's me again. I'm creating KSI and his booty cheeks are staring at me. And just like that, we have some clothes. Well, not exactly. You see, to create clothes, I had to download a character from Mixamo, then import it into Blender, then delete its bones and skins, and sculpt the outfit to the right shape, then did some texture painting. And just like that, we have some clothes. Next, we have Mr. Beast. Slap the like button if you think Mr. Beast will survive our Squid Game arena. Pewdiepie, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Dream, Suzy, Corey X Kenshin, and lastly, O Ilnam. So you get to play as O Ilnam without the player's 001 privileges. In other words, you will die if you do not follow the rules. The last player added to our game is a random person from my comment section, Luca McM. I didn't know what he looked like, so I had to use my imagination here. And I think he looks good. He just occupies a lot of space. With the characters ready, it would be nice to see our actual level come to life, which would require me to create the parts that made up the green light, red light arena. So I spent over 2 hours modeling the huts because I felt like it was very significant to the movie. What significance, you may ask? Absolutely not. Then I designed the walls, stole the doll from somewhere, textured the floor, and then the guard. You see, the problem is, I'd have to create the guard from scratch, which I'm not prepared to do. So, dear Mixamo, it's me again, and so I got this. But if we could just... And now, we have a guard. And with some death animations and some final polish, here's the final results.
You will be playing red light, green light. You are allowed to move forward when it shouts out green light. Stop when it shouts red light. If your movement is detected afterward, you will be eliminated when it shouts out green light. Stop when it shouts red light. If your movement is detected afterward, you will be eliminated. Let me repeat the rules. You will be playing red light, green light. You are allowed to move forward when it shouts out green light. Stop when it shouts red light. If your movement is detected afterward, you will be eliminated. Let me repeat the rules. You will be playing red light, green light. You are allowed to move forward when it shouts out green light. Stop when it shouts red light. If your movement is detected afterward, you will be eliminated.
Green light, red light, 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 red light.
And that's how I put YouTubers in the Squid Game arena. Don't forget to slap that like, share, and subscribe button. And until next time,